The attacks by the 5 Gundams sent out by the space colonies reflected their retaliatory intentions. The Gundam's target is Oz, who had masked its identity within the mobile suit troops of the Alliance military. The Gundams had a number of missions to attack Oz. The year is after Colony 195. Oz has finally taken center stage. With an army of elite soldiers at his command, Treize Khushrenada carries out his plans to destroy the Alliance military. The battle between the mobile suits sent to Earth and Oz causes the Earth to shudder violently.
I've mastered numerous mobile suits in the past, so why? What am I afraid of? Is this the end? Long live King Zex! My hands, they are too stained with blood. I'm completely unfit to lead the Peacecraft monarchy.
Hero, distracted by defeat.
So, that's Tolgi's. I can see that it's no ordinary machine. And that Zex would be the only one who could pilot it.
It might not be wise giving Zex too much special treatment.
We're providing a superior suit to a superior pilot. Any problem with that?
I'm concerned it might give him an attitude.
Lady, there's no need for you to worry about that. I need you to focus on the major issues.
Sir.
We've awaited you, Your Excellency.
Sorry to cause you so much trouble.
Thanks for your concern.
And Lieutenant Noin, I commend you on your frontline battles. I'd like to thank you personally.
You're too kind, sir.
Why should Mr. Treize have to thank his own soldiers? Then there are those who shamelessly accept his words.
I've put Lady Un in charge of our latest plan. Shall we get started right away?
Yes. I'll be giving an explanation of our strategy at 1600 hours.
It's almost time. Be on your way.
Yes, sir. Now, Colonel Zex, Lieutenant Noin, you two shall attend. Come with me.
Oh, there was something else I wanted to discuss with Zex. I'll send him as soon as we're done.
Lieutenant Noin, get a move on.
Ma'am.
I believe you have a better grasp of your feelings toward the Alliance by now. Well, Lightning Baron? Or may I call you Lightning Count?
Your Excellency, I was hoping to serve you for a little longer.
There is nothing that would make me happier. But you're sure?
As it is, there's only one name I could give myself. Killer of his own men.
The Gundams?
Yes, sir.
In that case, do as you wish.
I'm very grateful.
By the way, won't you be taking your mask off? You've succeeded in your revenge. There's no need now to hide your face.
I still bring my personal hatred onto the battlefield. Just think of this as my mark of distinction.
Right. You're a very devoted soldier. That's the reason I can trust you with anything. Miliardo Peacecraft?
That name, please don't.
I'm very much looking forward to the day you remove that mask of yours.
Yes, sir.
The latest plan involves moving the Tauruses to the Siberian base to install our new mobility system.
A new system? Why haven't I heard of it?
Our lack of confidence in the facilities and security at Lake Victoria has led to this transfer plan. The Tauruses will be transported across the Arabian coast under heavy guard. We will be taking over the transfer from there. So far, there haven't been any real threats, but we've taken everything into consideration. We have already announced a false transport plan. We won't let the enemies have it their way this time.
Enemies?
The Gundams?
The Gundams have attacked practically all of Oz's plans. This should once again be an attractive target for the Gundams, but as long as I'm in charge, I'll prevent all such interference.
Going to Siberia, they pass through Oz's protected areas. In which case the Gundams won't be able to attack.
No, we want them to come. I consider annihilating the Gundams a big part of this plan. Our defeats up until now were because cowardly soldiers were too slow to compile their data. But this time Oz is dead serious. I'd like to give a lesson on the correct way to eradicate the Gundams. It might not come to much use, but let me provide you with some background information.
Huh? Dr. J.
We'll refer to the unit that fell over the Pacific Ocean as Gundam 01. It can transform into an aircraft. Once located, we'll lure it to an Ares air zone and shoot it down. Without its wings, we can overcome it in a protracted battle. Next, the Gundam 02.
There is a problem with the Taurus. It has the ability to learn from accumulated battle data. I'd like to trust Oz's control system, but there's still the chance that the machine will ignore the pilot's commands and move on its own. If the command to kill overrides the pilot, the consequences could be significant. Destroy it, otherwise it will be a menace to mankind.
Mission accepted. Who's there?
I've come to say goodbye. I've got a bad feeling about this one. Oz's transport plan is good, and from what I can gather, they're going to be taking 2 routes, by air and by land. Hiro, could you take the air route? I'll fight them on the ground. We'll lose unless we have our own plan this time.
02's features allow it to remain unnoticed. And with 03, the main point is to get it to use up all of its firepower at an early stage. This is true for all of them, but not one mobile suit excels in an organized battle.
There's no choice but to attack while they're transporting. If the data they've collected is sufficient, even the most elementary decoy plans will allow them to efficiently disperse their power. It's by air.
We'll take the land. Might be by air. If we hit their land transport, we can tell everyone which one's the decoy.
Do you think that the other Gundams will come?
We can't win by ourselves. But I'm positive the others will come.
Sorry. I am no longer able to fight. Denounce me, Nataku.
04 is also a close-range battle type. Make sure when facing 05 to avoid direct combat. Stop it in its footsteps and barrage until it's destroyed. Be extremely cautious of the firepower in its left arm. That concludes my briefing. I ask that you gather the troops of the respective bases along this route to stand by.
Yes, ma'am!
Colonel Zex, I was hoping you'd take on the task of fighting 01 with the tall geese one-on-one. What do you think?
You can't seriously expect him to go alone. I'll back him up.
But Noi...
There are still some Ares left in the Lake Victoria base. I request orders to lead the Ares to battle.
I'm appointing you lieutenant to the headquarters.
But why?
You'll be assisting me. Do you have any problems with that?
No.
Colonel Zex previously received a serious blow at the hands of 01. Now that he has the tall geese, I felt this would be the perfect opportunity to get his revenge.
Convenient. If he loses, it all becomes Zex's fault.
Knowing it suits me just fine. Actually, I was hoping you'd be stationed at the headquarters.
Colonel?
When we meet the enemy, we'll need quick, accurate information. I'll need your support there.
Sir, count on me.
Commence operations!
Relina! Morning, everyone.
Relina, something awful's happened.
Hiro has changed schools, right? You already knew about it?
There wasn't enough time to become friends with Hiro and Duo.
Off to fight again, Hiro. Well, I'm headed for my own battleground.
Mobile suit troop preparation for both the flight course and the railway course are complete.
Check with the observation satellite for any irregularities along the course.
Yes, ma'am.
only a matter of time.
Excuse me, Colonel Un. Which is the true carrier route they're going to be using?
Both are extremely important.
Gundam 4 located 9.0 kilometers from land route point A.
Right. Ares number 4 Squadron. Attack!
Master Katra, I have our targets in sight.
No mistaking this security. It's this route.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Glad you came.
Sure. But this route is the decoy.
What?
Radar plane reporting. A high-speed carrier's headed our way. Release mobile suits at once for counterattack.
The Taurus carrier has arrived at its fueling point.
Backup Defense Army, attack!
A flying object is approaching from southeast at a great speed, believed to be 01.
It'll arrive at the supply base in T-minus 300.
Come in, Zex. 01 has just arrived. It's headed for the air route supply point where we're fighting off 03.
That's fortunate. He's headed for the air route. It'll be close, but I'll take him out midway. That an Ares? No, it's bigger. Data checked. No match to any Oz weapons. He's fast. That's enough, Gundam 01. We should have no need for beam rifles or cannons between us. We'll fight for recognition of superiority. You are a Gundam pilot. I'm sure that'll suit you. There's the flight type. Is that thing a new Oz model? I believe that I have won this battle. I feel no fear whatsoever. I'll defeat you without taking Tallgeese to its full limit. Prototype Leo. So Oz has completed them. It won't be easy, but I'll try and destroy it. My mission's to destroy the Taurus. I'm checking out.
Half the Land Route Leo troops have been defeated by 02 and 04.
01 is battling the tall geese, but 03 is headed for the supply base.
Who would have guessed Gundams had this much power? The Taurus carriers are on standby for emergency takeoff. I'll give the okay.
I didn't approve that. I know my strategies will never fail, Noin. Get Space Fortress barge online!
A space fortress?
Colonel Unser, positioning is complete.
Good. Calling all Gundam pilots. We are now positioned to stage an all-out missile attack on the colonies. We have seized all missile satellites from the former alliance. It's reasonable to say we control the destiny of all colonies. This isn't a bluff. I demand all pilots to surrender at once and hand over your Gundams.
They've targeted the colonies!
And hand over our Gundams?
Sounds like Oz's tricks.
Hell of a time for tasteless tactics.
You guys can fight! Well, can't you?
I can't fight in that case. Knowing, please, get me Lady Yan.
The Gundams have stopped, but the pilots show no sign of surrendering.
Launch a missile! I don't care where.
Colonel, get a grip on yourself.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
That is not what His Excellency wants.
I am doing nothing more than fulfilling His Excellency's ideal.
You clearly don't understand His Excellency.
You're the one that doesn't understand him, Colonel.
No, ma'am, you're wrong. Look, Colonel Un. The objective is to eliminate the rebels. His Excellency doesn't want battles that involve civilians.
The colonies can be flattened with the most minute of attacks. They're insignificant worlds for the pathetic. As for those rebels, I'll sweep them all away with this single command. Launch missiles now!
No, don't!
What on earth? Who is this guy?
Attention, Oz. I never would have imagined that you people could be so incredibly foolish. The space colonies have no intention of fighting Oz. This is my personal battle that I'm staging against you.
Who is he?
Dr. J.
So the rebel's finally showing his face.
Transmission is on a regular line from outer space.
Transmission origin, Colony C, 1013.
Who's this guy?
The person who's been sending orders to someone amongst us five.
In your eyes, inhumane moves such as attacking the colonies are just, if that's what it takes for you to come out victorious, right? I have no choice but to surrender.
Very well, your surrender's accepted. Abandon your Gundams immediately.
A boy. The Gundam pilot is nothing more than a little boy.
I surrender, but I will not hand over the Gundams. I repeat, I surrender, but I will not hand over the Gundams.
Mission accepted.
Just self-detonated.
That pilot sacrificed his life.
He self-detonated in exchange for the colonies.
He sacrificed his life without a second thought.
The pain. My body. My soul.
Can you hear me? We must leave here at once.
Troa! Is that you, Troa?
Without resolutions, we cannot fight. He's accepted all orders.
Because they bluffed with the colonies. Damn!
We can't fight any longer.
won't attack you in a position like this.
All Gundams are retreating from their respective battle points.
Don't expect this to be the end of it, Gundams, or you, Lieutenant Noin.
Colonel, I have a call in from His Excellency.
Give it.
Colonel, he says for you to be more graceful about everything. More graceful, Lady Anne.
The Gundams have been defeated. With the colonies used as shields, the warriors don't have a chance. They face a time of humiliation when they are unable to fight. On top of that, no one is able to confirm whether Hiro is dead or alive. Relina heads to Moscow, having been informed that Lady Anne is there. She aims her gun straight at her father's killer, Lady Anne. Next on Gundam Wing Episode 11, The Whereabouts of Happiness.